The morning sun spills over the training pitch in Asia as Dani Olmo, Barcelona's shining midfield star, laces up his boots for a second season under the Blaugrana banner. It's been 10 years since the youth academy's gates closed behind him, yet the familiar hum of anticipation feels brand new. Fresh off a debut campaign that sparkled with triumphs, Olmo stands at the edge of a horizon painted with fresh targets and untold possibilities, ready to turn last season's echoes into this year's thunderous applause. How will he top what already felt like a fairy tale? Looking back, Olmo's first season at Camp Nou read like a novel of contrasts. Glorious title pages punctuated by chapters of setbacks. He tasted silverware thrice, yet a recurring strain and a bureaucratic hiccup nearly clipped his wing. Still, every twist only sharpened his resolve, like a sword forged through fire. The memories of those early fitness battles linger, but the ache has melted under Barcelona's relentless optimism. Can he recapture that spark and transcend? Now, under Flick's watchful eye, the squad gathers on foreign soil, their breaths misting in the humid dawn. Balls ping against boots, coaches call out patterns in English, Spanish, German, a chorus of preparation. Olmo revels in this symphony of sweat and purpose, knowing that muscles honed here will carry them through a marathon of matches. Every pass, every sprint is a thread weaving them tighter together. What stories will these sessions write? Amid the drills, Olmo confesses his loftiest ambition. 20 goals in all competitions would be a good season. It's more than a number, it's a mountain he dares to summit. He smiles, envisioning double digits dancing on the scoreboard, each goal a bookmark in his unfolding tale. It's bold, perhaps audacious, but the midfielder thrives on challenges that feel like wildfires, dangerous yet irresistible. Will he blaze past the target or find himself chasing the flames? Yet, it isn't just about the roar of the net bulging, it's also about the whispered click of a perfect assist. When asked if he favours scoring or setting up teammates, Olmo shrugs with a grin. Both. He recalls the electric moment he threaded a pass to Lamine Yamal against FC Seoul, a move that felt like lightning striking twice. In that instant, silk and steel united on grass, reminding him that football's poetry lies in shared crescendos. Can he keep weaving those collaborative verses? Pressure, however, is a shape-shift. Johan Cruyff once warned that the second season can be the steepest climb, and Olmo feels the weight of those words like a gentle hand on his shoulder. After tasting 3 titles and a Champions League semi-final, replicating that success seems like chasing a shadow. Yet that very challenge ignites his spirit, because each year at Barcelona demands rebirth, a phoenix rising from last season's ash. Will this metamorphosis lead to even greater heights? Talk of Barcelona being the team to beat hangs in the summer air, but Olmo shrugs off expectations as mere ripples on a vast ocean. We just know what we have to do, he insists, eyes locked on the road ahead. Winning is the compass guiding every step, not pundits' labels or opponents' whispers. Focus, he believes, is a fortress, one built brick by brick in training rather than speech, and this fortress must hold strong when the stadium lights blaze. Then there's the Champions League, the one trophy still missing from Olmo's grasp. He admits with a thoughtful pause last year, I think we could have made it to that final. This is the year we have another chance. Memories of the semi-final exit against Inter Milan play like film reels, highlighting a questionable foul and a goal that slipped away. He chuckles at the thought of calling it a robbery, insisting that if only they had found the net once more, no refereeing decision would have mattered. Lessons linger, ready to sharpen his resolve next spring. Can this lesson transform into a victorious anthem? Blessed with a rare summer to train together, the squad has grown into a close-knit family. No international call-ups splintering their ranks means every player breathes the same tactical air, shares the same pre-dawn coffees, and pushes each other in drills without pause. Olmo savours this precious time, knowing unity forged now will be armour in winter's fiercest battle. How deep will this bond run when the games begin in earnest? Despite last year's rocky registration start, doubt never visited Olmo's mind. I'm not at any time, he declares, voice steady like a lighthouse beacon. Every setback only affirmed his choice to don the Blaugrana shirt, tethering his heart to Barcelona's heartbeat. This club, he feels, chose him as much as he chose it, a love affair sealed by passion and pride. What new chapters await in this enduring romance? This summer also welcomed fresh faces, reinforcements whose laughter and talent have already echoed through the corridors. Olmo welcomes each with open arms, believing that competition births excellence. Good players matter, but even more so do good people, and he's found both in this crop. Will these new chapters blend seamlessly into Barcelona's grand saga? When the conversation turns to leadership, Olmo's tone softens. He muses that true captains need not don an armband. They lead through trust, example, and shared conviction. Having guided youth sides before, he understands that an effective leader speaks with actions more than words. A captain, he says, is the team's mirror, reflecting its strengths and illuminating its path. Who among them will step forth when Flick calls for guidance? Even Marc-Andre ter Stegen's absence through surgery can't dim the team's unity. Olmo insists that their injured captain sits alongside them in spirit, every heartbeat in camp thumping for his swift recovery. They wear his devotion like a badge, determined to give him a triumphant return. How powerful can solidarity be when tested by adversity? Soon they'll return to Spotify Camp Nou, where every breeze carries the echoes of roaring crowds. Olmo imagines the stadium's vast bowl brimming with voices, a living organism pulsing in unison. The scent of fresh grass under floodlights, the tremor of earth beneath thunderous cheers. It's a sensory cathedral unmatched in sport. How will that first whistle feel when it finally blows? Under Hansi Flick, the standards remain sky high. Punctuality, discipline, and tactical nuance form the bedrock of their daily grind. On the pitch, his commands resound with clarity. Press here, move there, with the precision of a conductor's baton. Yet he cultivates warmth off it, blending firmness with friendship. Can Olmo and his teammates sustain this balance of rigor and camaraderie throughout a grueling season? Flick's philosophy mirrors Barcelona's DNA. Domination through possession, ruthless attacking, and an unquenchable hunger for victory. Olmo describes him as a friendly philosopher, his voice firm but fair, his vision crystalline. Together, they share a blueprint etched in Blaugrana colours. Will this alignment spark a masterpiece worthy of celebrating anew? Finally, the squad's chemistry shines brightest through friendship born on national duty. Weekly reunions with Pedri, Lamine, Ferron, and others fuel an almost telepathic understanding on the field. Their comrades and confidants, weaving passes with the ease of lifelong companions. Laughter often bubbles forth in training, Ferron and Eric bantering like old friends, while Andreas observes with a thoughtful smile. How will this camaraderie translate when the roar of competition replaces the hum of preparation?